This is gonna be something for the new players. For those who don't really like Dante, I've got an alternative for you. Fully melee focused Warframe, and my favorite, and my mine as well, Kullervo. Why Kullervo? Well, that's simply because he has access to Overguard, which gives you total status immunity. All the knockdowns, all the hit procs, they don't bother you. So Overguard is basically a primed sure-footed for those before the 400 days login. Sadly, it heavily falls off compared to, for example, Dante's Overguard in any kind of level cap stuff, because it just has the Overguard issues. It's not regenerating, you have to like press your second ability for it, so it's not best for the level cap, but for the base steel pad, it's completely enough, it's total domination, and just let me show you why Kullervo. People usually build them for full range, but for me that's bullshit. And all I did is Umbra him, so I use Arcane Bellicose because it gives you more ability strength based on your HP, but you can use anything else like Arcane Fury, Arcane Strike, or something just like Multi Augmented if you don't have the Umbra set. But if you're looking for a slot where to use your Umbra mods, Kullervo was probably one of the best to use it on, even though that's not the most optimal. But this is the reason I have them is because what hooked me to the game was this frame. So basically the Umbras here are 100% a new player choice. But besides the Arcanes and the Umbra mods, what I would say is very important is the Primed Flow or Normal Flow or the Archon Flow. Just get him some energy basically. Preparation is a good slot for the Exilus for Kullervo. You can use anything you really want, but this is what I always use. I just love to start mission with full energy period. And Steel Charge, just because like melee damage, and basically for everyone that's new, you don't have like the privilege to get full whenever you form a full capacity for your frame. So this is some extra capacity compared to any other aura mod, because the others give you up to 14, Steel Charge 18. And all other mods than the Umbras, we go for some duration, and all the rest is into ability strength. Adaptation does not apply to your Overguard, and if you don't have it yet, before you any arbitrations, you can use Stretch instead. Everyone should have that one. Primed Continuity or Normal Continuity, any kind of ability strength mod, doesn't have to be those ones, just what you have for now. And his third ability is beautiful with the base range of 25, which Stretch you have 36. After changes to LOS, it's not really like that good to get more range than that, so it's fine with just the Stretch on it. And this is the best way to also explain you why modding for crit chance and crit damage is so good, because the entire thing is about his first ability. You get a piece load of critical strike chance for your melee weapon, a flat amount, so as you see 805 for me, that is exactly how much crit you're gonna get. And in Warframe, everything above 100 gives you just another tier of crit. And his fourth ability is just a perfect slot for Helminth basically. So you put here anything you really want, but Nourish is probably gonna be the most new player friendly to get around. And then we look at the passive. The 75 heavy attack efficiency means you will not lose all of your combo points when you perform a heavy attack, and wind up speed means you will perform them faster. Second ability gives you that Overguard, some combo points, but nothing outside of the fact it gives you Overguard really matters on it. This is just 100% damage spread, so if you have any AoE weapons or you use any kind of AoE attack like Heavy Slam, well, that's a lot of AoE damage that spread like hits 10 targets in first place, and then they all have to share that damage again. So that's basically an insta kill to any pack of enemies, and of course our Helminth slot. I had quite the dilemma what weapon to use, but I'm gonna use Broken War because you get it very early in the game. It's one of the best weapons as well, and I really wanna always remind this to new players: never sell your weapons unless you're 100% sure that there is a better version of it. Like when it comes to, for example, Strun, you have a Strun Prime and Strun Wraith versions, but only if you know 100% that you don't want to use it, or there is a better version, and you already leveled it once to max, only then even consider selling. But in case of Broken War, just don't sell it, keep it. That's a free Orokin. I sold it. As you can see, I don't even have looks on it. I regretted it a lot. If you're enjoying my content, remember to subscribe and click that bell icon to get notified with my latest uploads. And without further ado, let's continue with the video. So again, only Kullervo has mods, no companion, which is really bad because no access to vacuum or fetch is just awful, but let's just show the mods on it. No mods. I don't even have stance, but I probably should put any stance for the feel of the weapon because it's so awful without stance, but okay, it's fine. Let's do literally nothing on it. Go straight to a steel pad mission. without cuts, so you can clearly see I'm not doing any sketchy shit. And let's enjoy the show of Kullervo. No time to waste, instantly teleporting to the trigger alarm. We get the nourish up, so we can keep the energy flow forever. Your one is a very good ability for mobility, by the way. You teleport and your bullet jump is reset, therefore your glide is also reset. Second ability heals you, gives you that overguard, no knockdowns on you, and just hack and slash them. Literally no mods. Yeah, just bad without the Iron Phoenix, the favorite of mine, but our ability, the third ability, I mean we doing millions, by the way, just saying, to 8 million, we just typical heavy attack. Like, I don't know what else you wanna know. It's like, of course, if you put some attack speed, some stance, for example, the most important is probably stance, range, and some damage. There's gonna be lots of difference, but you can always chain them and just heavy swing one of... Did I swing the only guy that wasn't linked? Remember, second ability heals, chain them up, heavy swing one of the chained ones, everything dead. No mods on the weapon, by the way, remember that. So, heavy slams, you jump and press your heavy attack. That's also a good AoE clean. What I was talking about, you chain your enemies, boom, everything dead. And that's all because of the crit from that one ability. But let's stop trolling without the weapons and any companion, because like Panzer is quite easy to get, or any other one, because companions are just giving you something called fetch or vacuum, depending if you're using beast or robotic, but I highly recommend using beast, mainly because of this. And fetch is just pulling stuff to you, basically. Nothing else really matters on it. I already have videos on Panzer if you really wanna check out the companions, but what's important, we get the companion and we get some... I mean, I didn't mod it. I don't even have the catalyst. You will have the catalyst. Oh, it's actually very good, because I will be limited with the mods I can put on. So, Prime Reach... you should... No, wait. I need to do it new player mode, you know? So, normal reach... what should I... Organ Shatter is probably like very easy to get, yeah. It's like the base of modding, to be fair. Best way to show. Some critical strike chance would be nice, which is true still. I managed to forget the name, even though Galvanize still is giving me a hint on it. And what else could be good? Perhaps some attack speed would be nice, but I don't remember which mods are really easy to find or not. Let's do pressure point. It's not gonna be expensive to upgrade. So that's already like much base quit, which we don't really need on Kullervo because we press our first ability and we get flat 800, so that's a good slot to use anything else. But normally you would always want some crit chance if it's not for Kullervo, and basically that's all we need to make the whole difference. So that already was with a cut, because yeah, it's already gonna be big difference anyway, and the final product's gonna be just beyond broken. So let's just have a look how much of a difference it already is. We insta get the overguard, and we just go forward, hack and slash. We can chain them, but I never really like to spend energy for no reason. We can just literally... Oh, it's already in millions. That's like... not even that many mods added. But yeah, that's a heavy attack, a heavy slam, so... I mean, we can just one-tap them probably with the normal one as well if we chain them up. Of course we can. Chain them up, boom. It's actually insane how much damage it does. We just hack them to the pieces. Like, so much slash on Broken War, we just make them into several pieces. And it's already so much better. Like, I have a stance, you know. It's the best thing for me, honestly. Fuck the other mods. Well, we rebuffed the crit because it went off. I need some energy, honestly. Once we get the Excited slot, it gets way better, because that's where we're gonna have some movement speed on, but we could just get some movement speed as well on a rifle with Amalgam mod. but this is how the basics would go. Like a couple of mods and it gets way easier. You just hack and slash them. But there is one more step up the moment you're already like able to get the game easy for you. That's like the next level with the mods what you can do. So let me just show you the difference once you dominated steel pot on the like very minimal effort. Like it doesn't really matter if you have all the Archon shards and everything on Kullervo. Like you don't need to hit on base steel pot the millions, bro. Like you just don't have to. So don't worry that much about getting like all of the mods, all of the Archon shards. Because they are very far from having 2 million HP. And you can always press your third ability. So yeah, let's just have a look at the final build. So basically the final build would look like this. I don't really have the capacity yet because I had to, yeah, I sold the weapon, had to rebuy it, so I just upgraded it now. But that would be like Amalgam Organ Shatter to have even faster wind up, and it's only 5% difference on the crit damage once you get all your hands on all of the mods. And yeah, I would put this here. Like whatever Riven you have, that's a Riven slot. No Riven, obvious choice, Prime Fever Strike, and just make Viral or Blast or Viral, up to you. But I just prefer Blast. But for now, I'm gonna show you more new player approach version of it, with just Reach, Organ Shatter through Steel Pressure, and I added Blast, and I added Voltaic Strike for the electricity, and the melee influence, of course, because this is the most broken melee setup you can have. Influence and Blast. So, well, melee influence and Blast will be very quick showcase because you will clearly see how beyond broken it is, but I put our Dispatch Overdrive in the Exilus, which gives us movement speed for heavy attack, so you're not really losing your combo points with Kullervo, just perfect. And just wait for that influence to get up and just enjoy the show. I should have Weeping Wounds on the build as well instead of the Riven, by the way. If you don't wanna invest into Riven, that's like hold probably like 10 plat. But yeah, that adds some AoE effect to our setup. Even though without Weep Wounds we don't really proc that many status effects, but it's enough. It's already hitting 13 millions if we have 12x, but so good damage. This is like a solo survival mission, so it's like different in other missions. Like for example, let's say any demolishers in any like disruption mission, you want up everything like that with this weapon. It's Juggernauts, one hit. It's so easy, so convenient. You're immune to knockdowns. Don't stand in Jade Light, no matter how much overcard you have. Trust me on this, just don't. Yeah, the best thing is just to get our heavy attack and go forward and just let the influence do its job. But best is with Weep Wounds, but that's not a mod that everyone has access very easily to. So if you don't wanna like get platinum with money or anything like this, that's why I don't really showcase it in. But you can rush to it by farming the Deimos missions. But Eximus or not, Corrupted or not, everything just matter to swing at it, you know? Or chain them up, slam them up. That's so much damage actually when you look at the numbers. Crazy. So easy. And that's like any weapon with any mods, kinda. Like, it kills without any mods, but I don't believe that people just don't have a single like pressure point, you know? Like everyone has it. Sooner or later you drop that mod, you know? So that's like the bare minimum. Nothing will be good if you don't put mods on it, yeah? Like nothing will be doing well in Steel Pot without mods. That's like an obvious thing. But Kullervo just makes simply like every melee insanely good. And you can kill on base Steel Pot without mods, but just don't torture yourself without mods, it's pointless. But if you don't wanna play Kullervo specifically, farming him from, or just buying him, up to you, is very nice, because that's also one of the best helmet because any melee build can benefit from it. It kind of like if you play heavy ability strength, it just removes your need to have any kind of crit chance mod, because very rarely I can't even think of like what weapon really will benefit with crit chance mod over any other mod with Kullervo, because nothing will just provide so much crit. It's better to get like another crit damage. Galvanize still is probably like the only thing, because it gives you both crit and crit damage. But you can just like default yourself to what you're using most of the time. But yeah, you can use any thrown weapon, like oh, actually that's a good way to end the video on. Let me show you another thrown weapon that's very easy to access. It's basically free and all you have to do is a mission for it. And meet Zoris and the build for it. It's of course like, I already covered that weapon on my channel, and any other thrown weapon which you can kinda apply the same loadout, but we don't even need electric on this one. It always force procs electric on thrown explosions. So all you need is influence, blast on it. Amalgam Organ Shatter comes really handy with this one, actually, because the wind-up speed, but you can use melee elementalis or whatever you have on your hands, just get some heavy attack wind-up speed just for the feel to be the best. Even with Kullervo's passive, you still will benefit greatly from having at least one wind-up speed mod, and pressure point and volatile quick return. This shit also drops everywhere, so that's only also like 5 capacity. So now take a look at the final form of like Kullervo if you're new. Like this weapon is just an instant broken point. So look at this. There is no glaive prime needed. There is no such a thing like primed mods needed. Just look what a simple Zoris with some volatile quick return and influence can do if you put blast on it. You don't need glaive or anything, because this is just so much better. Oh, and that's why you need overguard, because of the knocks from your own weapons. This is probably the most broken stuff in, like... Look on the difference already, how everything AoE from you dies, and you only have to like aim where to throw and explode it. It gets so much range on the explosion. Bro, this is such a broken thing in Warframe. But Overguard is really handy for it. Just imagine when you have full build on it. It's literally hundreds of millions of damage, and as I said before, they don't have the HP pool. It's just so addicting as well, just to keep throw again, throw one more time. Just keep your overguard up. You don't have to aim at enemies, you only have to aim in their general direction. But I think that's enough. You probably saw already what I wanted to show you with Zoris. It's just... the best way to see how much I'm killing is just to look on the map and see the markers disappear. So, that would be all from me for now. Hope you enjoyed that one. If you did, leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, and as always, see you on the next one.